The tropical air over the West Philippine Sea was thick with tension, as if the ocean itself was holding its breath. The sky was painted with dramatic clouds, casting long shadows over the restless waves, hinting at the storm brewing not just in the weather, but in the hearts of those at sea. A Philippine Coast Guard vessel, the BRP Malapascua, was on a routine patrol near Pagasa Island, a remote outpost that has become a symbol of national pride and resilience. The crew scanned the horizon, alert to any sign of trouble, knowing that every patrol could bring a new confrontation. Suddenly, a Chinese Coast Guard ship appeared on radar, its course unwavering as it headed straight for the Malapascua. The tension on board spiked instantly as the crew braced for what was coming. The Filipino captain tried to de-escalate, issuing radio calls and slowing the ship, but the Chinese vessel mirrored every move, closing in to just 50 meters. The two ships now moved in a dangerous dance, each maneuver watched closely by anxious eyes. The crews could see each other's faces. This was no accident, but a clear act of intimidation. Every gesture, every glance across the decks carried the weight of history and unresolved disputes. For a few harrowing minutes, the risk of collision was real, a dangerous game of brinkmanship playing out in the choppy waters. One wrong move could have sparked an international crisis, and everyone on board knew it. Incidents like this are now routine, part of a pattern of Chinese harassment in these contested waters. Filipino sailors have grown used to being shadowed, blocked, and challenged, but the danger never feels routine. Chinese ships block resupply missions, use water cannons, and shadow Philippine patrols, all to assert dominance and test the resolve of the Filipino forces. Each encounter is a reminder of the high stakes in this maritime chess game. Each close call pushes the fragile peace closer to breaking, raising the risk of miscalculation and conflict with every tense standoff. The near collision was caught on video, making headlines worldwide and showing the daily dangers faced by Filipino sailors. The footage quickly went viral, sparking debates and concern both at home and abroad. For many Filipinos, it was a wake-up call, a reminder of the real risks behind the headlines. Families of sailors watched anxiously and the public demanded action to protect their countrymen at sea. The government responded by accelerating the buildup on Pagasa Island, pouring resources into new infrastructure, military upgrades, and stronger defenses to secure the territory. This was no longer just a strategic move, but a matter of national survival. The soldiers stationed there knew they were on the front lines of a struggle for sovereignty. The message was clear: the Philippines would not be intimidated into retreat. The flag waved defiantly, a symbol of hope and determination in the face of overwhelming odds. The West Philippine Sea is one of the world's most contested and volatile maritime zones, where tension simmers just beneath the surface. Here, the boundaries are not just lines on a map, they are flashpoints for international conflict and national identity. Multiple countries lay claim to parts of these waters, but China's sweeping 9-dash line overlaps almost the entire area, clashing directly with the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. This dispute has led to a complex web of diplomatic standoffs and legal battles, with each nation fiercely defending its stake. The stakes are incredibly high. The sea is rich in oil, gas, and fish, and serves as a vital global shipping route. Trillions of dollars in trade pass through these waters every year, making control over the area not just a regional issue, but a global concern. For the Philippines, defending these resources is about economic survival and the future of millions who depend on the sea for their livelihoods. The local economy, from fishing villages to bustling markets, relies heavily on access to these waters. China's massive fishing fleets, often escorted by its Coast Guard, have pushed Filipino fishermen out of their traditional waters, threatening their way of life and deepening the sense of injustice felt by local communities. The region's military imbalance is stark. China's Navy and Coast Guard dwarf those of Southeast Asian claimants, making it difficult for smaller nations to assert their rights or protect their citizens at sea. This overwhelming presence allows Beijing to enforce its claims through intimidation and gray zone tactics. Actions that stop just short of open warfare but create a constant atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. The world is watching closely, as any conflict here could disrupt global trade, threaten energy supplies, and challenge the very foundations of international law and order. The Philippines, under immense pressure, is forced to innovate, strengthen its defenses, and stand its ground against a much larger adversary, determined to protect its sovereignty and people. Every move in these waters is a potential flashpoint, where a single miscalculation could escalate into a larger crisis with far-reaching consequences. the struggle for control is as much about national pride and dignity as it is about resources. For many Filipinos, this is a fight for their future, their heritage, and their rightful place in their own sea. The West Philippine Sea dispute is about more than territory. It's about sovereignty and national pride. For Filipinos, islands like Pagasa are part of their heritage, not just economic assets. China, meanwhile, frames its claims as historic rights, fueling nationalism at home. In 2013, the Philippines challenged China at an international tribunal, and won in 2016. The ruling invalidated China's 9-dash line, affirming Philippine rights under international law. China rejected the decision, intensifying its activities in the region. The legal victory gave the Philippines a powerful tool: global support for a rules-based order. Now the contest is not just over territory, but over which vision will shape the region's future: law and cooperation, or power and history. The stakes are nothing less than the region's identity and stability. Pagasa Island, once a neglected outpost, is now the centerpiece of Philippine strategy in the Spratlys. For years, it was home to a small civilian community and a token military presence, with little infrastructure. That changed as China built massive artificial islands nearby, prompting Manila to act. Pagasa's transformation is dramatic. A new concrete runway now allows large military planes to land in any weather. A sheltered port enables direct docking for Navy and Coast Guard ships, making resupply safer and faster. These upgrades turn Pagasa into a sustainable hub for both civilians and the military. Just 14 nautical miles away, China's fortified Subi Reef looms, a constant reminder of the stakes. Pagasa's buildup is a direct response, asserting Philippine sovereignty in concrete and steel. The military buildup on Pagasa is comprehensive. New barracks, advanced surveillance systems, and upgraded communications now bolster the island's defenses. These systems help monitor the constant presence of Chinese vessels nearby. Civilian life is improving too. New housing, a desalination plant, and solar panels make the island more livable. A multi-purpose building serves as a community hub and emergency shelter. Upgrades to the school and clinic support families who call Pagasa home. These projects are more than comfort. They're a strategic move. A thriving civilian community strengthens the Philippines' legal and moral claim to the island. Every new structure is a testament to Filipino resolve. Pagasa is no longer just an outpost. It's a living, defended part of the nation. In the West Philippine Sea, building is a form of strategic communication. International law favors those who can show continuous, peaceful control, so infrastructure matters. By constructing runways, ports, and homes, the Philippines asserts its sovereignty in ways that words alone cannot. This mirrors China's own strategy of building artificial islands to cement its claims. Pagasa's upgrades, though smaller in scale, are a crucial countermove. The island now serves as a forward base for military and Coast Guard operations, enabling rapid response and sustained patrols. It also supports other remote outposts, like the BRP Sierra Madre at Ayungin Shoal. In a crisis, Pagasa could be a vital staging point for military or humanitarian missions. The construction sends a message: the Philippines is here to stay, defending its territory with action, not just words. In this dispute, possession and development is the best defense. Life on Pagasa Island is a unique blend of normalcy and underlying tension, where everyday routines unfold against a backdrop of uncertainty. Civilians go about their daily routines, children attend school, laughter echoing in the salty air, while fishermen set out at dawn to earn a living. Yet, all of this happens under the ever-watchful eye of nearby Chinese outposts, a reminder that peace here is fragile. Supplies are often limited, so residents have learned to be resourceful and resilient. Recent upgrades like new roads and improved water systems have brought hope and improved their quality of life, making daily challenges a bit easier to bear. Still, the presence of Chinese ships just offshore is a constant psychological pressure, a silent reminder of the island's contested status. These civilians are more than just residents. They're pioneers, living proof of Philippine sovereignty, and their determination is visible in every aspect of island life. For the soldiers stationed here, duty means unwavering vigilance and long stretches away from loved ones as they stand guard over both land and sea. Their mission is clear: guard the island, monitor the horizon for any threats, and be ready to respond to any escalation at a moment's notice. Improved facilities and modern amenities have made life easier for the troops, but the stress and fatigue of constant alertness remain ever present. A strong sense of community unites civilians and soldiers. They share resources, celebrate milestones together, and support each other through challenges, forging bonds that go beyond duty. This civil-military bond is truly the heart of Pagasa, creating a spirit of unity and resilience that defines the island. It transforms the island from a remote military outpost into a vibrant Filipino town, where life continues despite the odds. Their united presence, civilians and soldiers standing side by side, is perhaps the strongest defense of all, showing the world that Pagasa is, above all, a home. The West Philippine Sea remains dangerously volatile. Aggressive encounters between Philippine and Chinese vessels could escalate in an instant. China's gray zone tactics, water cannons, ramming, blockades, keep tensions high and risks ever present. Any incident could spiral, especially with advanced weaponry now stationed on both sides. A minor clash could quickly involve naval and air forces, raising the stakes for the entire region. The Philippines' mutual defense treaty with the U.S. means a direct attack could draw in major powers. The world's eyes are on these waters, where a small spark could ignite a much larger conflict. The risk is real, and the consequences could be global. The Philippines knows it can't face China alone. Its strategy relies on two pillars: a strong alliance with the United States and the power of international law. The U.S.-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty provides a security umbrella and regular joint military exercises. The U.S. has clarified that attacks on Philippine forces in the South China Sea would trigger mutual defense commitments. This deterrence is backed by military aid, intelligence sharing, and training. Diplomatically, the Philippines uses the 2016 tribunal ruling to rally global support. Allies like Japan, Australia, and European nations have endorsed the ruling and increased their presence in the region. By publicizing Chinese harassment and conducting joint patrols, Manila imposes reputational costs on Beijing. The Philippines is not isolated. It's a key player in a global effort to uphold a free and open Indo-Pacific. The buildup on Pagasa is the physical proof of this strategy: sovereignty, backed by law and allies.